Greetings and salutations. What's going on? It's your boy D.Boom for LLE.Ascension, aka LLE Tarot, aka LLE Astrology. Speaking of astrology, I've already done air and water for the week because I did them last week. So I did them first this week. So after these readings, I should have astrology done hopefully by the end of the night. So if I don't do at least one tonight, which would be fire signs or earth signs, and I'll finish it tomorrow. But I also still got to do twin flames and separation. So I already got divine masculine situation out. Check that out. I got divine feminine situation out. Check that out. I just did divine masculine's karmic situation. Check that out. And now we can see what's up with the feminines out here. You know what I mean? It was a good reading and a good message for the masculine's karmic demo. A lot of cards I've been waiting to see that popped out. And looky here, we got divine feminine out for hers. Masculine was in his full form in his message. Feminine, you in your full form in your message. And usually when you in your full form, your divine form, you get the tendency to trigger or burn your masculine. Just like when your masculine is in his pure divine form, he gets the tendency to burn or trigger you. Now, I'll talk about triggers real quick. So for veteran twin flames, I'm talking about twins who passed the recognition phase, who's been in union. At this point, like at least two, I ain't gonna stunt. I stopped getting triggered by my twin probably about a year. Oh shit. 7 years is usually a sign of completion. I met my twin in 2012. So this is like 9 going on 10 years for me and that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I would say year 7, which was probably 2 years ago. That's when I stopped having triggers. And one thing my divine masculine pointed out was something he say all the time. He just be like, you know what I mean? You can point at me and what the fuck I'm doing all the motherfucking time, but you still got 4 fingers pointing right back at your ass. It's them 4 fingers you need to be getting some insight on instead of that 1 finger shit you keep pointing at me with. A lot of shit my masculine said that was gonna happen ended up happening. A lot of shit my masculine was trying to prevent from happening to me, I made it happen because I wrote him off, thinking he wasn't as evolved as I was when we the same fucking person. He's just evolved in different ways. Wrote him off thinking that he wasn't really on this twin flame situation. When in reality, he been on this shit since day one. Feminines, be careful not to write your masculine off. That's some karmic shit. Be careful not to like assume or think off his wands, which are actions and behavior, things you're doing or things you've done, not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet. Like, don't let your masculine's past actions and past behavior dictate his current actions and his current behavior. Men change, women change. Change happens all the time. If you hold back what somebody did in the past and their current, then how can you, because they've already moved forward probably, how can you move forward? If all you see is what happened in the past, if all you can fault your masculine on is stuff he ain't doing. If you criticize a person on what they not doing, then obviously you ain't in tune with what they are doing. Because if you knew what they were doing, you wouldn't come at them in this manner. So, feminists, just be very cautious not to write off your masculine, not to think you just better than him in any way. Y'all the same. Y'all twins, right? All right, just want to throw that out there. So head, shoulders, knees, and toes rank. We will begin. Head is swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology. That's the direction you're going. That's the decisions you're making. That's your cerebral. Everything starts from the mind. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind must be aligned with everything that you do. Who rules the heart and mind department? The divine feminine. It's obvious. Then you got wands. Who's the king of wands? The divine masculine. What are wands? Actions and behavior. That's all you can go off of on a person. You don't know how they feel. Because their actions can make you think that they feel nothing for you when they feel everything for you. Like actions and behavior, that's all you can go off of. Can't go off people's feelings. You know how a person and their feelings and they get to saying shit that they don't mean? Those are feelings. You don't go off those. Thoughts, decisions, directions. You can't go off the direction your masculine going. Oh, he's in a relationship. That's the direction he going. So obviously the direction he going is not my direction. Like, motherfuckers do U-turns all day. Motherfuckers do shit just to throw you off they scent. Masculines are the king of that. They the king of throwing you off they scent. They the king of sending you the fuck off. Why? So you ain't calculating their motherfucking moves. How do you beat a person in the game? You bluff them. It's like boxing. When Ali did the rope-a-dope on George Foreman and shit. You know what I mean? Just on the ropes. Got Foreman thinking he tired. Got Foreman thinking like he can't do too much because, you know what I'm saying? He just roping him. But what he is really setting his ass up. And then he just beat the brace off his motherfucking ass. Like, it's like a person. It's like White Man Can't Jump. You know what I'm saying? Like the basketball hustle that Woody Harrelson and Wesley Snipes was doing to people. Like, yeah, the white boy gonna be on my team and I can beat y'all. Like, he's Woody Harrelson make it seem like he can't play ball, but then when it's time to play ball, that motherfucker turn the fuck up. Gets the pissing and triggering motherfuckers off because you think you had him, but in reality, he had you. Masculines are masters of disguise. They're master, not manipulators. Those are karmics and shit. Your masculine is just a master of not letting his left know what his right hand doing half the time. And if he ain't letting his right hand know what his left hand doing, then imagine how like he deflected your shit. So wands. Actions and behavior, things you're doing, things you've done, not things you're finna do because you ain't did them yet. And then you got pentacles. That's toes. Wands are knees because you got to get moving. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All pentacles expire and or have expiration dates. Like pentacles come and go. Pentacles expire. Pentacles are lost. Pentacles are replaced. You know, I'm a walking, talking pentacle. You're a walking, talking pentacle. This Earth is a pentacle. It's eventually going to look like Mars. This computer eventually is going to be just unusable. I'm going to have to get another one, like my phone. Or any other things. Like pentacles expire. And the reason why they expire is because they dwell in the third dimension. We dwell in the third dimension, don't we? This temporary space and time we call the world. Right. We die eventually. You don't die in the fourth or fifth dimension. That's infinite. The heavens, it's a whole different set of laws and dominion up there. That's why as divines, we need to get in tune with the infinite. Instead of getting caught up in this lack, limited, scarce planet. You know what I mean? Everybody going crazy in, you know what I mean? Even the world itself, it ain't real. This really ain't reality. That's reality. Because that was here before this was here. You know what I'm saying? Before this planet was even here, God already had jurisdiction over here. It was somebody running this little patch of space that is now our solar system. So I'm saying all that just basically to say this: step your game up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to divine feminines, right? All right, y'all supposed to be advanced. You gotta be advanced to even understand what I'm saying anyway. So hopefully you do. If you kind of what I'm saying is like gibberish or sound French to you, then you should just go back and just start from square one and just watch like my first video and get here. I mean, I got a lot of videos and shit, but it's a growth process. I'm sorry, I ain't really got time to spell it out. It ain't like I got like me not looking at y'all and I just got the spread here and you just seeing like hands, like the thing from Adam's man, like from Adam's family and shit. Like, nah, it's the reason why I show my face. The reason why I break down things in the way I break them down. It's the reason why I'm passionate about path and purpose. And it's the reason why I talk about God a lot. It's the reason why I preach Christ consciousness. You cannot fuck with Christ as a person. That's cool in the game. Do what you want to do. But he a consciousness at the end of the day. Something you need to get on. So, no further delay, let's get with the shit. First card, a message feminine, we got the devil card. What's the devil card? That's actions. Shit. Devil card is addictions, overindulging, codependency, you being chained to somebody or somebody being chained to you, whether you realize it or not. It's regressive behavior. You going backwards. You doing shit you said you weren't gonna do no more. It's like an adult acting like a motherfucking kid. Like you an adult. The fuck you acting like a kid for? Usually when adults act like kids, I don't know, they probably drunk, high, warped sense of reality, ain't taking care of their spiritual divine business out here, or you know what I'm saying, just want to play the victim role and shit. Like we adults. This channel ain't built for nobody under 18. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, if kids got sense and elderly people got sense, like why is us as like adults act like we don't know what love is, or we don't know what God is, or we don't know what purpose or a path or a direction is. Like it's just a lot of adults playing stupid in this world. And it's just trippy how people just be forgetting shit all of a sudden. Like when we learn how to build with people in Head Start. We learn in elementary school and grade school how to deal with people, how to accept people, how to know who's good from who's not good for you. Devil card. Why is it even out here, feminine? Because a lot of you feminines are codependent on either your masculine, other people, you codependent on attention. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like will create problems in their life just to say they got problems. You know what I mean, like a lot of people will do a lot for attention, man. Like you see it on social media all the time. Like, this devil card ain't really nothing. Like the only good thing I can get from a devil card is like experimentation, or you trying something for the first time. But whatever this you experimenting with, or whatever you trying, it's worldly. Whatever this devil card is, if it's a good energy, that's like being pussy whipped for the first time, being dick whipped for the first time, like being lost in a rapture of love. You never fuck with a person that had you this gullible, or that had you this vulnerable, or had you this weak and shit. And it's just like you falling right in a damn trap. This is also like a bad contract, bad terms and conditions. Bottom line, more important than all that, we got the truth. Hey, truth sets you free. I mean, truth is the light that illuminates the darkness. It's a cat coming out the bag. It's a secret being revealed. Seven of Swords is you keeping it 100 with yourself, somebody keeping it 100 with you, and you being able to accept that because whatever they saying is the truth. That's why they keeping 100 with your ass. Like, person could tell you the truth all day, but you're gonna have to accept and register the truth. That's why it's mental. That's why it's a sword. Truth is. Truth of the matter. You cannot love somebody and you can tell them you don't love them, but it's like you break it up with a person and it's like it's over. And they're like, no, it's not. They haven't registered it. You know what I'm saying? But like truth, like the reason why truth sets you free is so you ain't playing no more. You never liked this person. Now you can actually tell them and move on amicably. Now they ain't running around thinking you love them when you don't. Now you ain't wasting nobody's time, energy, and resources because the truth is out. Maybe the truth is you want something, divine feminine. But like the masculine does, and you doing what he do when you shouldn't be doing that. It's like it's like a person loves you and you don't want to get hurt. You know what I mean? You don't want to go through that cycle. You've been here before, and you just like you don't want to get hurt. So you tell them ain't nothing gonna happen, or you ain't feeling them, or you don't like them when you really like them like a motherfucker. Why even lie? Just keep it a buck 50. You know what I'm saying? By telling the truth, I'm telling you, you'll save a lot of time, energy, and resource. By somebody telling you the truth, it'll save you a lot of time, energy, and resource. You know what I'm saying? Truth. Truth hurts though. And when truth hurts, it's because, like I say, your expectations was overlooked. But at least you ain't got expectations no more because you know what the truth is. Truth, man. That's some shit a lot of people don't want to fuck with. Like my channel. Like all I do is drop jewels on here and truth on here, and a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. They'll rather hear a beautiful lie from a beautiful liar than fuck with something real. Truth is, like I say, this psychic community, spiritual community ain't really spiritual. It's a lot of distractions in this shit. And it's this community is built to keep you caught up in bullshit. Truth matters is only thing that matters is your path, your purpose, your place in life, and finding that shit. What retrogrades happen, what planet is popping off. Every other thing, I'm telling you, that shit is just a motherfucking distraction. We're human beings. Thus, we were put on the earth for a purpose. Find what that is. Because by you finding your path and purpose, you really finding the truth to your life, the truth to your path. It ain't nobody else's job to tell you what your purpose or your path is. Just like it ain't nobody else's job to tell you who your twin flame is. You do got psychics like myself. We do book people and shit like that. We are guides. It's our job to get you from point A to point C, but you get yourself to point A to point C. It ain't nobody's job to fix you. That's the truth. So if you're a codependent ass person thinking that, you know, a psychic finna fix you, or this love finna fix you, or this money finna, you know what I mean, fix your shit, like, nah, you fix yourself. That's your motherfucking job. If you think that somebody else is supposed to be handling your business for you, then like I say, you ain't living in reality. In fact, you living a whole motherfucking lie. Truth, man. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Truth is, a lot of motherfuckers scared of the devil than they are of God. Like, before I even came out with my Christian psychic ass, before I even started talking about God and Christ consciousness within this whole little spiritual community, it wasn't talked about. I didn't see a God card in no motherfucking tarot deck. That's the truth. The word ascension, which is fucking popping now. I ain't see that shit since I started LLE.Ascension like fucking 4 years ago. It's a shift that's happened in this spiritual community. The shit happened about 2 years ago. And the shift is this twin flame shit got deemed as a cult, got deemed under the banner of codependency when that ain't really what the fuck it is. Like I say, truth of the matter is, we talking about twin flames. Not all twin flames are supposed to be together in a physical relationship, sexual relationship, romantic situation. That's the truth. Your twin could be the same sex. That's the motherfucking truth. People don't talk about that shit all the time. Like, your twin flame can literally be like a family member. Once again, truth that never ever gets talked about because you can't market it that way. Truth is, this twin flame shit to most of y'all is Disney. When this shit is a Spike Lee joint, man. This shit is a Quentin Tarantino flick. You know what I mean? But motherfuckers think shit real sweet and cheesy out here. Like, it's a lot of lies within this shit. All I hear is people just down at God. I hear Christ talked about like he's some hoe in the street. Like, it just kills me how people don't fuck with Christ when it's like time is based off before his arrival and after his arrival. Like, look at the dates in the year. 2 BC. You know what I mean? 14 AD. What does that mean to you? You know what I mean? Like, before Christ. Not before Charles. Or before Captain fucking Crunch, man. Like I say, it's just a lot of false truths out here that's just plaguing this so-called spiritual community, and that's the truth. Truth is, don't nobody really want to fuck with the true essence of life. We all got a path and a purpose out here, and we all have to find that shit. And it ain't nobody's job for us to find that shit. We all got to fix and heal ourselves, and that's a 24-hour job. It ain't nobody's job to do that for us. You know what I mean, this twin flame shit is not Burger King. You ain't finna have it your way. It ain't built like that. But truth, a lot of feminines are gonna have to face the truth. Maybe your twin flame situation ain't romantic. Maybe it ain't physical. But you want it to be, and that's how you preferably have it. But since it ain't like that, you ain't fucking with it no more. I told you, this twin flame shit is infinite. You can stop fucking with your divine masculine all day, but at the end of the day, truth is, y'all two got shit to do. He could be in a whole relationship and happy as fuck. Guess what? Y'all still got shit to do. You can be in your relationship happy as fuck, divine feminine, but guess what? You still got shit to do with your masculine. That's the truth. Moving on. You directly got the Three of Pentacles. This is a bridge. This is you because you're a pentacle. This is another person, place, or thing because they're pentacles. And this is the shit you doing with other people. The shit you doing with things. The shit you do at places. You know what I mean? This is the bridge, man. If you and another person doing some shit, then it's a common denominator that brought y'all together. That's the truth. It's like I say all the time. You can hate your baby daddy all fucking day. You can call him every name under the sun. He could be a bitch, a prick, a hoe, or not even a man in your motherfucking book. But guess what? That nigga was a man that night y'all collided. You know what I mean? And did the horizontal dance and shit. Like, and to the men out here shitting on their baby mamas and exes like they ain't nothing. She was something when you was fucking her. Truth. She could be a Congo gorilla looking bitch. You know what I'm saying? She was looking good that night, bro. Oh, the friend who you ain't friends with no more. Y'all enemies now, and she was never a true friend. Well, y'all was friends at one point. You trusted this person at one point. You know what I mean? Y'all had some shit in common at one point. You know what I mean? You can't sit here and act like you on a whole nother level from this person when y'all both on the same Shit. That's truth motherfuckers don't want to take either, but that's just directly. Karma to all that, we got the Ten of Pentacles. This is manifestation. Like I said, this is you, this is your baby daddy, this is y'all baby and shit. You might not fuck with him, but y'all two came together like butt cheeks and created Junior here. And created, you know what I'm saying, little Missy right here. You know what I'm saying? And that shit you're gonna have to fucking acknowledge. You might have beef with whoever your friend is. You know what I'm saying? But y'all two was on one accord. Like I say, we learn in Head Start how to deal with people. Hey, I like you. I like you. Well, let's do something together. Hey, my favorite color is red. My favorite color is red. Hey, let's wear red tomorrow. Hey, I hate the teacher. I hate the teacher too. All right, let's pull a prank on him. Like two like-minded individuals come together for a common denominator. You can say all day how you ain't like your divine masculine feminine, but in reality, y'all two peas in the same pot. So if he's stupid, you stupid. If he dumb, you dumb. If he heartless, you heartless, motherfucker. If he blind, you blind. Like whatever you is what he is. So if you look at yourself in the highlight, you need to look at your masculine in the highlight. If you want to be praised, praise your fucking masculine. That's the truth. If you out here thinking you on a whole nother level from your divine masculine, you tweaking. Cause he might be on a higher level than you. You just ain't realizing that shit. Like attracts like. Thoughts become things. You permit what you promote, and you promote what you permit. You ain't permitting that shit now, but at a point you was promoting it. All right, you hang with hoes, you're gonna be facilitated with hoes. Why is you hanging with hoes anyway? You ain't no killer, but you hanging with killers. You might fuck around and get killed because they killing motherfuckers. You ain't no killer, but you hanging with them, so you are the company you keep. You are who you hang with. You are what you promote. This is just truth and facts that people are gonna have to take into consideration. Moving on to the feminine role. Personally, you in regards to yourself, personally feminine, you got the Nine of Cups. This is dreams come true, wishes granted, or a miracle happen. Wishes have to be granted. Dreams have to come true. Miracles have to happen. Why? So you know God is true. I'll be like, what God you serve? I serve a God that still appears in burning bushes, that still splits red seas around here, that still delivers lost tribes to the promised land. I also serve a God that will rain fire and brimstone down your bitch ass if you ain't living accordingly. Like same God that you read about in the Bible, Quran, Torah, Kabbalah, whatever you fucking with, that's the same God that still stands today. There's only one true God. And he indwells the minds of every human being on this planet. That's why being an ascended soul or a divine feminine, you can read the Bible, the basic instruction before leaving Earth. It's basic, you know what I'm saying? Of course, it's a lot of flaws and holes in it. Nigga, it's 2 slices of an 8-slice pizza. You ain't finna get full off the motherfucking Bible. It's gonna give you what you need till God get here. It's gonna keep you fed spiritually. And you know, I'm a Christian psychic because I'm just like the Bible. I keep shit basic. I mean, it's very advanced, my terminology and shit, but it's basic. Shit that I'm saying, kids get it. Fucking elderly people can get it, but you spiritually inclined motherfuckers don't understand what the fuck I'm saying. When I say that miracles and dreams come true and wishes being granted like happen, like they happen for a motherfucking reason. God gotta show up and show out to let you know that he here and he hear you. It's like you wanted something to happen, it happens. God, like I heard you. You prayed for this. Oh, you don't want it now? This is the wrong time. Oh, this the wrong person. Like this shit came at the wrong era or came in the wrong year. Like I said, like whatever you be praying for, whatever you be wanting, subconsciously, internally, whatever you trying to consciously manifest, like that's how God works. He might not come when you want him, but he gonna be there right on time. And like I say, God work in mysterious ways. So it could be the thing that you don't want that ends up being the thing you have. Cause it ain't about what you want. It's about what God wants at the end of the day. And if God don't approve of a certain lane or a certain person or a certain thing you want that you just can't live without, you're not gonna have it. You think because you are worthy. or that God, like, I don't know, creating a plague in your life. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to teach you a lesson. In reality, all God is trying to tell you is this ain't for you. This path ain't for you. This person ain't for you. This thing you got in your life ain't meant to be in your motherfucking life. God is mental. Like what you and God got going on is a God is a personal relationship. Because the way you see God is different from how I see God. Who God is to you is probably completely different from who God is to me. But at the end of the day, it's who He is to you. You know what I mean? As long as you have a Christ consciousness, in my personal opinion, if you ain't fucking with Christ, like I said, as long as you on some God body business, that's all that matters. So, karma to yourself right now, we got the Queen of Pentacles. This is a karmic feminine. This is for a lot of divine feminines who got karmic tendencies. Once again, I mean, maybe because I'm a man or some shit like that, I just look at shit different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't really see like the need for like dildo crystals and shit. You know what I mean? It's like blurred lines in the spiritual community. Like, you know what I mean? You don't know what's right, what's wrong. There ain't no right or wrong. It's just one right way. Wrong is a man-made term like sin, like hell, which don't exist. And I will argue. Anytime y'all want to debate, just come holler at me. Come holler at me. I can't argue and show you exactly how that shit is just a man-made term in a man-made motherfucking place, Joe. Heaven was here before the earth got here. You understand what I'm saying? We came from some motherfucking where. Havana, nigga. That's the seventh heaven. The TV show. You ever seen Seventh Heaven? Like seventh heaven. That's where we go and stay when we do our when we've done our work and God says good job and shit like that, and we go to live in the golden city with our mini mansions and stuff like that. Like that's seventh heaven, really the seventh super universe. I ain't got time to break that shit down. You divines, right? Like, look, if I just put it like this, if it's a hell on Earth, like when we die here as Earthlings and we go to a motherfucking hell or get condemned to a motherfucking hell, it's 7 trillion inhabited planets out here. So if it's a hell for Earth, then it's a hell for the next planet with life on there and the next planet with life on there, and it's more planets than you think. Like I say, it's 7 trillion inhabited planets. It's more planets than 7 trillion, but it's 7 trillion inhabited planets. All right. Can't sit here and tell me it's 7 trillion hells God putting people in. Like this is we're earthlings. Like you see how we look and shit. Like it's planets out here where the races don't breathe air. You got like water worlds and shit with mermen and mermaids and shit. Like it's so many dimensions of beings. I'm pretty sure you got reptilian beings. I'm pretty sure you got like all types of creatures out here in this vast ass universe, bro. And this civilizations that's been around like way longer than us. I think human beings only probably been on this planet for the most, like humans. When you talk about like pre-humans, when you talk about like the people before Adam and Eve, I would say like been here probably like 2 million years, maybe more, maybe less. Man, there's civilizations and planets that's been out here for like, I don't know, a billion years, a million years of like development. Like wherever we at, like I say, we're far in the and like I say, the galactic scale of achievement. Like this earth we live on is void of God, number one. Like we ain't even like on level one as a planet. Plants is the root word in planet. Like plants grow, right? Okay, this planet is supposed to grow. We supposed to ascend as a planet. We just don't ascend as people. We ascend as a planet. It will happen if we were all on one accord. But like I said, it might take another million years for us just to get on that. I'm saying all this shit to say this, like only karmics don't know who God is. Because a divine is a child of God. It's a direct connection you got with God. God is the motherfucking ball. Like divines are plugging themselves up to the source. Karmics are phones that need to be charged. You ever heard of like people stealing energy vampires and shit? You know what I mean? Like when I be doing readings with karmics and shit, like they drain my motherfucking energy. It takes so much away from me. And all I'm trying to do is plug them the fuck up. And it's like I get it as a plug, get fucked up trying to charge something that can't charge. It's like you try to plug up a phone that can't charge and shit. Because it's the wrong plug. Like I'm not the psychic for you. Like Like, I try to help, but like, given your mentality and ideology, like, I really can't do shit with you. Like, I'm trying to put you on, but I can't even like turn you on because you turned off from this whole little direction. Like, karmics, it's a big difference between people of God and like the rest. My personal opinion, the world is 70% karmics, 28% divine. You got the 1-2%er who can be like in either category, but it's more of them than us. It's more of them than us. A lot more, it's more people lost on this planet than found themselves. That's why, as the divine, finding a like-minded individual is hard as fuck. Like, so be glad when you find your divine counterpart, when your twin flame enter your life, because it didn't have to happen. A lot of twins don't even find their masculines or feminine. They don't even meet. They meet in the next life, but in this life, it's a lot of twins who ain't gonna see their twin in this life. And bottom line, that's the truth. Not everybody is going to ascend. Like I said, we don't go to hell. Hell is non-existent. We are spiritual beings having a physical experience. It ain't the other way around. You ain't gonna go to hell and burn for eternity in a place where you can't die in, which don't even make fucking sense. There's only one throne and God sit on that bitch, so you could eat a dick with that devil sitting on the throne. Like I say, devil, Satan, and Lucifer are three different people from three different places with three different agendas. So that means it would have to be three different thrones. And this fake ass hell motherfuckers want to draw out and shit. Like, and like I said, you don't even if you don't even know the fate of the devil, Satan and Lucifer, then like I say, you ain't divine. It's a lot of so-called divines out here. You ever heard of a false twin flame? It's a lot of them. So if it's false twin flames, nigga, it's false divines out here. It's false psychics out here. Nigga, it's false prophets out here. Like, this world is real fake. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta get in tune with the infinite. Because that's the only real constant we have in the world. We're nerds. We never ever really die. When we pass here, we go to the next phase. And we're gonna see our twin again. That's true. Only karmics, like I said, feel like they can't live without their twin when they twin ain't with them. It's like, okay, you might not be with your twin flame, but guess what? Divine feminine. You a divine feminine, right? Hey, you still got a purpose and a path to do. Make sure you're doing that shit. Okay? You did not get put on this earth to spend your whole time giving a fuck about a romantic or sexual situation. Like going back to the dildo crystals, like, man, I just don't see the purpose in it. I don't see the purpose in knowing where the fuck Mars is at and Uranus and all these little retrogrades and gateways and shit like that. Like, it's one thing looking at the heavens for shit, but if you just looking up at the motherfucking heavens, you obviously ain't looking up around you. There's too many traps in the world for you to just be looking up and distracted by so much shit to where you don't even know what the fuck's coming from each side. You know what I mean? As divines, we live in the world, master the world, and master our purpose. We are the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things on this planet. You know what I'm saying? We create our own motherfucking world. The world is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? That's the power of divine. But it ain't just world shit we got to be focused on. We got to be focused on God's business. It ain't the heavens, us Christians or us divines is caught up in and looking at. Fuck no, it's the kingdom. What is the kingdom to you? It's the kingdom of God. Like I say, what is doing shit for the kingdom? That's feeding all the hungry people on this earth, all the deprived people on this earth. You understand what I'm saying? On at this present time, it's somebody in your motherfucking community right down the street from you, or maybe even in your suburban subset that ain't got no food to eat, but you got hella food. You can get them some. To bum right now, freezing this motherfucking ass off. You got enough money in your pocket to get this motherfucker a room for a week. Each one reach one. Like I say, the lines know that God don't need no help saving this motherfucking world. He never needed us human beings to save the fucking world. Understand what I'm saying? Christ ain't never need no help doing his job. So if a psychic or a spiritual advisor is giving you the impression that it's up to you to save your family or you to save your community or you to save your racism, shit like that, nigga, they blowing smoke up your ass. All you got to do is what you was put here to do. And each one reach one. As long as you help one person in this motherfucking world, nigga, that's it. You could do more helping one person out than you calling yourself trying to help out a whole group of motherfuckers or a race of motherfuckers. Handle one first, then handle the next. But like, nah, it's a lot of false pretenses, a lot of false preaching out here. Like people just get caught up on shit that just means nothing. Nothing. Like What? just just look in the community. Look in the spiritual community. You'll see a lot of distractions. You'll see a lot of shit, a lot of videos about shit that don't mean anything. Like, what am I here for? I'm just here to help guide you to your path and your purpose. If your twin flame is involved in that, I can help you with that too. But whether you met your twin flame or not, I'm gonna still help you with your path, your purpose and your path. You know what I'm saying? Because by you being on that, then you doing what you was put here to do, and that's all that motherfucking matter. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just the icing on the cake. There's too many people that, you know what I mean, still don't know what path is. Like, so what are you watching these videos for? Like, you ain't watching this shit to learn, to grow, to ascend, to go up. What is you watching for? Are you just watching me? Am I just like a pretty face or some shit? Or I'm just like, are you just watching me to see where the fuck I'm at, or just to steal my shit and go somewhere else with it? Like, why do you even watch these spiritual videos? Like, why are you even drawn to the people you drawn to? What has your mind has you, and if they got your mind, they got two, meaning you ain't got no mind around this motherfucker. That's the purpose of the world, to distract you from even leaving this motherfucker. Going back to the devil, Satan, and Lucifer. Nigga, this they kingdom. I know that much. Like, I'm a Christian psychic. Like, I know what arena this is. I ain't gonna sit here and bullshit like this is God arena. I know exactly what the fucking world is, nigga. This is their palace. This is their shit. But guess what? When I die, I'm gonna ascend to the fourth, fifth dimension. Something these motherfuckers can't do. The devil say Lucifer are trapped on this world, man. Why you think they want everybody to be what they at? Why you think they want people to not ascend? Like, they want you to be right where they at, man. They want you to share the same fate. We don't go to no motherfucking hell. You non-exist. That's the fate of the devil, Satan, Lucifer. They're gonna non-exist. Like, when the world ends and the shit hits the fan and the ancient of days come out and judge these motherfuckers for the shit that they did in the past. Like, in this current moment, Devil, Satan, Lucifer are like running loose on Earth right now. But they also are in the past. Like, Lucifer is also in the past, like doing a rebellion. But it's also like the future of what's gonna happen that ain't happened yet. Like, the way the plane of existence works. Like, if you like hip on quantum physics and shit, I ain't got time to break this shit down. I'm sure these other psychics be talking about this shit, but you really look at the plane of existence, like you can go to space and look in one direction and see the future. And then you can go to space and look at another direction to see the motherfucking past. Like, the past, present, and future share the same motherfucking plane. You understand what I'm saying? It's just when the end is finished, it's like everything collapses on itself. When Satan, Lucifer, and the devil non-exist, it'd be as if them niggas was never here. Thus, the whole universe is gonna be different. This world is gonna be different. Everything is gonna be fucking different because the end. You understand what I'm saying? So if you allow yourself to not find your purpose, to get distracted, because the world is built to keep you from ascending. You don't go to hell, you just not exist. Why would you not exist when you've been living over and over and over again this whole motherfucking time? Like, that's the shit that's getting taken from you. It ain't your soul getting took and you end up in motherfucking hell. No, you just not exist. We are mortal. Uh, the process is called mortal soul ascension. We're mortals, right? All right. We have a purpose of being here. We're not demigods, like we're not angels and shit. Like, it's levels to everything. We're immortals. It's our job to ascend from here. We came down, not like Christ, because we ain't Jesus Christ, no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're just spiritual beings having a physical experience. We have past lives. Yeah, we've been here before. Yeah, we've been in another motherfucking realm, and now we're here. Yes, we've lived in other lives, probably in other planets somewhere far, far away on some like Star Wars shit. But this is just where we at right now. In Earth at this present fucking time. It was meant for Daniel to be right where he's at right now. It was meant for you to be right where you at right now. Not watching me. It ain't meant for you to like come up on me and shit. Like, you just happen to be already in the spiritual, you know, you just happen to already be in the spiritual race. The fact that you can watch me, understand what I'm saying, and even can like comprehend what I'm saying, that's just a sign that you are part of the divine crowd, the in crowd, so to speak. You know, what makes us important is the things that we do, because we got values. Like, God's people is the only thing holding this motherfucking world together. Otherwise, this bitch would have collapsed a long time ago. Or otherwise, we would all gave in to the powers that be, and we will already be where they want us to be anyway. I don't talk about they all the time because we know who they are, and they have no power over you. Like, they ain't shit you need to worry about. It's God you need to focus on. It's God you need to have fear for. A healthy fear. You're supposed to fear God like you fear your parents. I still fear my mom. It ain't a shaking in my boots fear. It's just, if I was one of these little weak psychic niggas out here that's like polluting the minds of the masses and, like, you know what I'm saying, corrupting souls out here. Like, my mom is such a woman of God, nigga. She'll be like Sarah Connor. You understand what I'm saying? With like gun shells and shit strapped to her back and shit, 2 pistols in her motherfucking hand. You know what I'm saying? Daniel, where you at, nigga? She kicking doors down. She'll take me off this planet. You know what I mean? Like, I know she will. Like, if I ever got corrupted and was on some like some bullshit, you know what I mean? My mama take me up out this bitch. Because in her head, it's accountability. I brought this nigga in this world. I need to take this nigga out. And if my child grows up to be, you know what I mean, a little Hitler out here or some shit like that, then I gotta do what the fuck I gotta do. You know what I mean? Hey, we guys, people, man, this shit is just deeper than what the fuck we want. Like, we're here for a purpose, and that shit overrides anything else. It ain't about what I want. It's about what God wants. You know what I mean? It ain't about what the fuck I want to do on my time here. Like, nah, obviously I was here on somebody else's time. Obviously I was here for a whole nother purpose. Despise my own. And that's what this whole divine journey is about. But moving on. You just don't want to be karmic. Feminines, you are not Queen of Pentacles. You are Queen of Wands. It ain't what you got that make you great. It's who you are that makes you great. It's what you're doing that makes you great. It's a lot of people with fucking money out the ass, but they don't help nobody. A divine is a person who has nothing but will give everything to a person, everything to a cause, give it all they got. A karmic feminine is a person that's sitting on $10,000 but won't even give a dollar to a person in need. All karmics give a fuck about is our pentacles. You know, people that they could get some shit out of, places where they can go. You know what I mean? All karmic feminine worry about is more money, more property, more things. You know what I mean? Fuck who you are as a person. What's your credit score? What's your worth? What can I get out the deal? You know what I mean? How's me fucking with you gonna help my position, pinnacle, place in life, pinnacle? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Queen of Wands is, like I say, move different. Divine feminists move different. You can tell a divine feminine when you see one because they love unconditionally. So you can hurt them all day, but they still gonna have love for you because they just love you as a person and they learn how to love you where you at. You understand what I'm saying? A karmic feminine don't get what she wants. She'll do some bogus ass, crazy ass shit, some shisty shit to get back at you. Divine feminines don't get back at people. Person hurt you. You don't hurt them because they hurt you. You just see them for who the fuck they really are. A scared person. A person with lack, fear in their heart. You know what I'm saying? Fear makes people do crazy shit. A divine feminine ain't got no fucking fear in her heart. Only thing she fears is God. Maybe her mama. You know what I'm saying? Her parents or some shit like that. But these motherfuckers you see out here who live in fear, who doing shit based off fear, those are karmics. I'm telling you, divines have no fear, and you can tell by how they move. A karmic will throw you under the bus, will sacrifice you, will give you up to the powers that be just to put them in a place where they want to be at. We're all about sacrifice. We're all about that shit. You understand what I'm saying? And it's the type of person that would do that. You got to be one hell of a karmic person, you know what I'm saying, to give somebody up to get their organs stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, organ trafficking, organ stealing and sex trafficking is a big fucking business. That means it's people out here who doing business to make sure that happens. Motherfuckers that are getting sacrificed. Yeah, I need me 30 virgins and shit. It's motherfucker out here getting paid to find 30 virgins out here. Nigga, like I'm saying, the worst shit you could think of happening happens in this world all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? It's some real, I ain't even gonna say demonic shit. It's just some real karmic shit going on in this world, man. You'd be surprised what people would do for $1. If a motherfucker throw you under the bus for a $10 hour job, imagine what the fuck a person to do for you for $10 million. $100,000, nigga. The fucked up world, man, for the fucked up people. I'm telling you, 70% of this world is karma. 28% are divines, and you can tell. But this 28% of God's people in this world is the only thing holding this world together. It's the reason why this shit ain't hit the fan yet. It's the reason why this world ain't even collapsed or over with yet. God's people, that's the 144,000. 144,000 ain't a number of people, motherfucker. It's just bringing your train of thought and your consciousness from your fucking back of your head, fucking, you know what I'm saying, pituitary gland to your pineal gland. You know what I mean? Third eye, motherfucker. Like, it's just people who got their third eye open. And then I'm seeing hella videos, oh, don't open your third eye, ooh, all that bullshit. Like, man, it's more false news than correct news out here. And as a divine feminine, you should be aware of that. Like I say, you should be able to see a karmic a mile away. You know what I'm saying? So you can get the fuck out their way before they even step in your cipher. You should be able to spot the devil, Satan, and Lucifer a mile of fucking way. Just like you should be able to spot God a mile away, nigga. God could be sitting right next to you. You gotta have an eye to see God. And what happens if you can't see the devil a mile away? Then that nigga gonna roll up on your ass like Christopher Reeves. Just keep it motherfucking real. Hey, that's why you gotta have. That's why you gotta be on point and be on your shit. There's a lot of so-called divines out here because in reality, a lot of y'all ain't moving the way y'all need to move. It ain't my motherfucking job to judge nobody. You know what I'm saying? I can only go off your actions and behavior. You can only go off mine. Wrapping this shit up. Feminine, your karma in regards to the masculine energy, we got the Five of Wands. This is outside conflict. And what's outside conflict? Shit that don't involve you, unless you choose to involve yourself in it. But why? This is talks of shit that don't matter. Like motherfuckers having a conversation about like the Illuminati or some shit like that. Like we know they exist. Like I mean, but what's the point of us like ganging together and talking about shit? Like why are we even gonna put ourselves on the radar when we know about that shit? You know what I'm saying? It's like a landmine. Why walk in a landmine field? Like what's the purpose of that? Why focus on something that doesn't serve? Like what's the point? What's the purpose of knowing like what everybody else got going on? Only motherfuckers that's worried about what everybody else got going on is motherfuckers that ain't got shit going on themselves. The only reason why you gonna be all up in somebody else's life is probably because you ain't got a life of your own. You know what I'm saying? If you out here seeking attention, like attention whores, you know what I'm saying? Like you just gotta make your presence known on anything. It's like a person who just sits and watches shit all day and involves themselves in everybody else shit. But it's like, what do you have going on that you can involve your own self with? Like outside conflict. The world is full of outside conflict. It's people that will rather help other people instead of helping their motherfucking self. It's people that would rather be with other people instead of being fucking alone. We got outside conflict that exists, but more importantly, we got inner conflict that exists. Inner conflict is 7 to 1. It's a higher position, thus it's more important than outside conflict. And this is also separation. You a divine feminine, right? Under this is the Five of Wands. It's separation. Four of Wands is twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. Well, the step after union is separation. Step after reunion is separation. The step after recognition is separation. Separation is the glue that keeps this whole twin flame shit together. So if you don't know how to deal with separation when you get in it, nigga, that's an outside conflict. I mean, who fault is that? Masculine need to do what he got to do for himself, for his path, for his purpose. That don't include you in it right now. But you mad because he ain't including you in a part of his life that don't need you in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? You could be going through some shit. You could be going through some life-changing shit. To where you got to focus on yourself and yourself only. I'm sure your masculine can deal with that. That's why masculines are the king of wands. You know why? You want to know why divine masculines are kings and you're the queen? Like why in a chess game, like I say, if the king piece gets took, game over. But if the queen piece get took, is shit still going? The shit your masculine do to you is the shit you need to do to other people. Your masculine know when to chill from your ass. You need to learn when to chill from motherfuckers. Your masculine kind of, pulls back when he wants to go forward. Because he just want to make sure he's making the right decision. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows what lust can do. He knows what being caught up in his feelings can do. Who rules the feelings and emotions department? Feminines. You be in your motherfucking feelings and in your mind so motherfucking much, you don't really be doing much. You know what I'm saying? Masculines just do a lot and don't think. They do a lot and don't feel. Because nigga, that's their purpose to do so. It's usually like a man. Men, we just do shit. We just act. Women are more intuitive. You know what I'm saying? But women are more intuitive, but men are more logical. Men ain't in their fucking feelings like that. Why? Because they know they can't be. Love will get you hurt. Love will get you killed out here. That's a statement most men say. It's a statement that most feminists can't really dig with or fuck with until you get in that situation and learn it yourself. It's the reason why men act like men, man, and women act like women. But then you got cases like me, who's a divine feminine masculine, and I just got the best of both worlds. I'm a man, but at the same time, I got more intuition than the average guy. I got more compassion, more feeling. I'm more feelings and more emotional than the average guy. I'm like Carl Thomas, nigga. I'm emotional. Too emotional for a dude. Kind of passionate for a guy. But that's what the world needs, though. Enigmas. Just like a divine masculine woman is a fucking enigma. It's an alpha. That's an alpha woman. Like that's a woman that don't take no shit. That's a woman that grab life by the balls. That's a woman that don't beat around the bush. That's a woman that ain't playing passive aggressive. She's just aggressive. Fuck you mean? Like if you a divine feminine, like I say, you're an enigma. You know what I mean? You do care. You do have a heart. You will help people. It's like me when I was a nurse. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got out of nursing because I do caregiving now, but when I was a nurse, I had to leave that shit alone. Because I work with a lot of people who ain't had no fucking compassion for people. I come to work, motherfuckers is putting call lights on curtains so they can't reach the shit. Like, you gotta be a heartless motherfucker to do some shit like that to a patient. Abusing them and shit, leaving their ass and pissy pampers all fucking day, creating bed sores with them and shit. I found myself working with my patients and picking up other extra fucking patients because these motherfuckers knew I was gonna help them because they didn't want to do shit. So I found like here a person that want to work, here a person that want to help people is in a fucked up position working with people who don't give a fuck about other people. It's like a daycare director that hate kids. I'll fuck you a nurse with no compassion, like, but that's the fucking world. Told you, it's 70% fucking karmics, 28% fucking divine. So as divines, we do the job of like two other people. We save people when we ain't really got the ability to save them. We ain't got the time, energy, and resources to kind of like do the shit that we do, but we do it. And here are people with all the time, all the resources, and all the fucking pinnacles to make shit happen, but ain't gonna lift a finger to do nothing good in this motherfucking world. That's the way the world works. Once again, as a divine, this is shit you need to comprehend. So wrapping this shit up, going forward to the future feminine directly. We got awareness here. Awareness, the Ace of Wands in my deck is like the Nebuchadnezzar from the Matrix. The only way you're gonna get on the Nebuchadnezzar is by awaking, motherfucker, from the bubble that is the Matrix. If Neo didn't wake the fuck up, his ass wouldn't have got flushed down the motherfucking toilet in the sewers of the real motherfucking world for a real ass shit and a real ass nigga like Morpheus to pick his ass up. Think about that shit. What if Neo was still asleep in the motherfucking Matrix? What if Trinity, you know what I'm saying, who was in the Matrix and saying and follow the right rabbit, met her at the club. You know what I mean? She roll up on Neo, nigga, I know why you here. I know why you don't sleep. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot about your motherfucking ass. What she was telling Neo was awareness, nigga. I'm aware of who the fuck you are. You need to be aware of who you are. And as Trinity was helping like Neo find his true self, well, he was Mr. Anderson before he became Neo. While Trinity was helping Mr. Anderson turn into motherfucking Neo, without awareness, she wouldn't have nothing to go off of. She went to the Oracle. Oracle said she was going to be with the one. She heard he was the one. So it will be best for Trinity to make this transition to get him aware. When Morpheus called Neo on the phone, Neo knew who the fuck Morpheus was soon he heard his voice. He ain't never met Morpheus a day in his life. Ain't never heard Morpheus' voice a day in his life. But soon Morpheus said, like, do you know who I am? That nigga's Morpheus. Awareness, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Neo, he was a fucking computer hacker. He was smart as shit. But given a person who he was, it was meant for him to be the one. Given who your divine masculine is, it was meant for him to be the one for you. Your masculine don't fill voids that you don't have. You know what I'm saying? They just enhance you to a better person that you can be. You might look at your masculine as being cold-blooded, unemotional. You know what I mean? He can switch on his feelings on and off like a motherfucking light switch. That shit you need to be doing. I'm telling you, shit your masculine do to you is the shit you need to learn how to do to other people. That's why you're doing it to you, so you can learn to do it to other people. You doing it to him is pointless. Told you, you don't do what your masculine doing. All right, you want your masculine to do what you doing. Okay, he disses you, or you think he dissing you. You probably just misunderstanding what he's doing, or misinterpreting what he's doing. But you taking it as disrespect, so you want to disrespect him. You know what I mean? He leaves you alone. You think because he don't want you. You think because I don't know he got a karmic. You think because I don't know he got a new situation going on. It don't never hit your mind that he doing what he has to do, and it don't involve you, and you can't accept it because you probably have an image or a vision of yourself. You know what I mean? In your head, that who don't want me? Why would I be not needed for your life right now? Like I say, you know what I'm saying? You're the thinker who thinks the thoughts that makes the things. Everything starts from the mind. It's your view on what your twin is and who your twin is. But a lot of y'all gotta know who y'all divine masculines are. And you would know who your divine masculine was if you knew who you was, because you and your divine masculine is the same fucking person. Told you, like I said in the divine masculine reading, like if you think your masculine's stupid, you stupid. If you think he ain't never gonna get it, you ain't never gonna get it. If you think twin flame union is never gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. You think it ain't never gonna happen because he ain't ready. Nah, it ain't gonna happen because you ain't ready. Y'all the same but different. This is a twin flame situation. My face is the mirror. This is the person on the other side of the mirror. It could be you or your divine masculine. Then you got the person on the other side of the mirror. It's a mirror. It's the same image, but it's motherfucking inverted. I wave my right hand in the mirror. It's really a left hand waving back at me. So your masculine is waving his right hand in the mirror, but in the mirror it's inverted, so it looks like this. You know what I mean? He ain't even married, but that's what you see because it's inverted view. When you talk to your masculine, communicate with your masculine, try to reach out to your masculine, you gotta write the message backwards for him to see the shit forward. You can write the message the correct way or what you think is correct, and like I say, it's inverted. It's gonna look like fucking gibberish. You can write a long ass message on this motherfucking mirror, but if you ain't writing it in the right way, it's pointless. And you telling yourself, I told him exactly how I feel. I showed him exactly what he needs to do. But it's like, are you aware of the inverted twin flame? It's reflections, right? Twin flames are reflections, right? Okay, when you look at a reflection, what is a reflection? It's inverted. You should know this. Like as a twin flame, you should know this. But like I said, you should know who your divine masculine is. You don't know where your divine masculine comes from. You don't know his origin story. You know what I mean? You ain't never met none of his family members. Like he ain't even brought you close in for you to get to know him, but you claim you know him. Like I said, if you knew your masculine, then you'll know his actions and behavior. It took a while for me to figure out that my masculine been aware. He been had this shit here. I'm saying this whole time, I wrote him off thinking he was unaware when he's aware. Like he's the fucking king of wands. You know what I'm saying? But awareness just eliminates confusion. Period. If you was aware, if you knew better, you do better. Like I said, if you was aware of the devil in front of you, you wouldn't go near that motherfucker. I'm saying if you was aware of your actions and behavior that's fucking shit up right now, then you would modify them. But if you don't think you're doing nothing wrong, then you ain't gonna change them shits. Awareness is just a single wand. What's the next step after the ace of wands? Two of wands. What's that? That's survival. Like you can have awareness all day, but you're gonna have to do something with it. It's like you alive. We're all babies born into the world. We alive, but we're gonna have to survive. That's what you want a baby to do is survive from age baby, you know what I'm saying, to whenever they pass. You want them to live a long and prosperous life. But everything starts from survival. Even babies are aware from looking up, like, what's up? God is what's up. Like at the end of the day, what's the first thing a baby do when they born, Joe? They look up to see where substance at. Where is substance? It's usually located up. Like titties are they sit up, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's where the food at. You know what I'm saying? Like any animal, look at any dog, any cat. When you approach it, what the fuck they doing? They looking up. They ain't looking at your feet. They trying to look you in the eye. You know what I'm saying? Like when you walking around the world, where are you looking? You either looking forward or you looking up. You ain't gonna find shit on the ground. Final card in this message, we got the Knight of Swords. This is fear. You know what I mean? What's fear? That's making decisions without crossing your T's and dotting your I's. If you're making decisions without crossing T's and dotting your I's, obviously you ain't got no awareness of what you or the direction you going or the decisions you making. Fear. The world, majority of the world live in fear. I'm saying they live in fear. The only thing you should fear is fear itself. Fear will have people do crazy shit. Fear will make one race destroy another race. Fear will make one group of people hate another group of people. Fear will make people do shit they ain't got no business doing for the sake of survival. That's why we ain't just put here to survive. Once again, Ace of Wands, that's awareness. Two of Wands to be just survival. Survival is cool, but birds do that shit. Bees do that shit. Beetles do that shit. Boars do that shit. Bacteria do that shit. We are not bees. We are not boars. We are not bears. We are not bacteria. We are not just put here to fucking survive. Like that's not the game plan. That's not why we're here. We're here for a purpose. The purpose is the third one. Two of Wands is knowing how to take care of yourself and your family. Three of Wands is helping yourself, your family, and other people or other families because you're in a position to do it. Two of Wands is knowing how to fish. Three of Wands is teaching people how to fish so they don't starve. You don't know how to, like, you taught yourself how to fish so you ain't going to starve out here because you got awareness and you doing something with it to keep you alive and surviving. Teach other people how to fish. Why? So they ain't dependent on your fish. You can monopolize on the fact that you know how to fish and they don't, and you can just keep that awareness to your motherfucking self and not put people on. That's what the world doing. But you gotta evolve. Teach other people how to fish. Yeah, you're gonna lose money teaching other people how to fish because they're gonna teach other people how to fish too, or they're gonna build a school of fishing just like you got a school of fishing. It ain't about that. It ain't about giving people awareness, you know what I'm saying, but only in a limited way so it don't take out your shit. You know what I mean? Like you gotta teach people how to do for self because it's a lot of people that don't know how to do that. It's a lot of people that like need help with that. You know what I'm saying? So fear. Get fear out your heart, get fear out your mind because if you let fear rule you, it's gonna take you to a place you don't need to be. That's the message I got. I hope I can be a good use. It's your boy D.Boom. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute, all right? Deuces.